Kaijus, today we are back on Kaiju Battlegrounds, and we're gonna check out the rest of the overpowered Kaijus that this game has to offer. Now, in the video we made yesterday, we played with all of these Kaijus here. It was these 6 Kaijus you see on your screen, but today, we've got the bottom 6, which are the strongest in the entire game. This is about to be a good one. The first Kaiju we're gonna use is actually a Halloween special. It's my boy Wendigo, and already, look at my boy's knocking. I mean, you can just see straight through his jaw. So off the rip, let's just go ahead and test some of his moves. We've got the left click, which is the rip and tear. It's just a left, a right, and then a double claw. Okay, that's gonna do some damage. You've got the number 1 move, which is an antler gore. I think that might launch somebody into the sky. Let me go ahead and test it on this guy that's chasing me. The antler gore right here, let's see. Does it launch him? Okay, nah, it just hits him for like 500, I think. Then you've got the number 2 move, the antler charge. That one, okay, he just looks goofy while he's running, but that's gonna do some damage to him as well. We've got the number 3, which is the crippling screech. Ooh. Okay, so it's almost like, all right, you know what? Let me go ahead and get rid of this guy. That's my boy Stick, but we gotta get rid of him. Let's go ahead and do some damage. Is it doing anything? Wait a minute, the antler gore, I don't think just did anything to him. Okay, that was kind of bad. What about the blood vomit here? That has a recharge time of like 30 seconds. So it should be doing some good damage, but at the same time, it didn't really do much. Where did he come from? Bro, that Kaiju popped out of the ground and just took us out. That was actually my favorite Kaiju that we used last video. So let's go ahead and check out the rest of the moves. We got the number 3, which is the crippling screech. We saw that, but then I was getting attacked. The number 4 move, which is the blood vomit. I don't know if that, oh, okay. See, last time I got on all 4s with the blood vomit. I don't know why that was different. But yeah, basically like an atomic breath, but with blood. That's kind of nasty. You've got the roar here. Let's go ahead and see what that sounds like. See what it looks like. Okay, it does look cool. But I mean, you can only look as cool as you can with a guy with no jaw, you know what I'm saying? Oh, here we go with this guy again. I'm just gonna hurry up and hit the T pose real quick so we can move to the next guy, because I don't think I want to use Mr. Wendigo. So if you press T, there's a bunch of Kool-Aid dripping out of his mouth. You already know, it's just some Kool-Aid he drank earlier. Oh, I think when you get like low HP, you get on all 4. So that's why he did that, and I'm dead again. Now we're moving to a Kaiju that I think is super strong from the last video that was destroying me. We got Mantis Lick or whatever. It's a giant Mantis-like Kaiju, which is practically immortal. I mean, he's got immortal in the description. Oh, by the way, wait till later on in this video, because we're gonna be using the 2 most overpowered Kaijus that not a lot of people have in this game because of how expensive they are. But first, we gotta check this lady out right here. I mean, off the rip, she is terrifying. That's really all I have to say. She is a giant spider, I don't even know what you would call this, mantis spider thing, and it is absolutely terrifying. So let's test the moves. We got the left click, which is the fast swipes. It's a left hand, a right hand, and then a double claw. That's gonna do good. We got the number 1, the praying lunge, which if you're trying to get away, just don't even do it. I mean, she can leap. We've got the Mantis Slam here, which is another one. Bro, if you're trying to get away from this character, there is no getting away. She can leap all the way across the map, I feel like. Then we've got the Acid Spit that probably does a good amount of damage. We're gonna be figuring that out in a minute. We've got the number 4, which is the Cross Cut. That's sick overall. I don't even know how much damage it does. We got the Roar though. Let's see what this is like. It should be pretty cool, since the description did say she's immortal and whatnot. I mean, it was decent, I'm not gonna lie to you. Hold up, I gotta go ahead and fight this guy right here. We've got one of these Godzilla X characters, and we're gonna see how good Miss Mantis is right here. I totally forgot her full name, so we're just gonna call her Miss Mantis and see what we can do with some acid spit, see how much damage it does. It does about 35 a pop. I think this character's good when you actually start leveling up. But when you're first using her, she's not that great, I can't lie. I could also be using her a little wrong, so maybe that's what I'm doing. You know, it's our first time using the character. Now, what about the pose move before we die? Hurry up! Do the pose! All right, or just die, that's cool too. All right, since I'm getting dropped off, I'm about to start playing strategic on these fellas. Already, I'm getting smacked by big arms over here. I just wanted to see the pose, all right? Let me see the pose, and then we can start fighting. Okay, so it's a different little roar. Kind of the same, but a little different. I mean, it looks cool. All right, that's it. It's game time. We are using the shift lock, and you already know when we do that, that means it's game time. And now that he used that move, I'm just gonna spam the acid spit real quick to see how much it does. Like I said, I mean, that one's only doing like 35. So I don't know. Oh, great. Here I go getting jumped again. Surprise, surprise. Man, I'm dead. Next character. Yeah, what do you know? We're getting jumped already in the video. What about Leviathan? That one looks kind of cool. It says a massive ocean-dwelling kaiju that is capable to go on land. Oh, hold up. It also says this kaiju is one of the strongest kaiju just by raw strength. Hey, you better be strong because I tell you what, this long fella right here is massively slow. I mean, I feel like an absolute worm trying to get around the map right now, but let's at least try out the moves. We got Leviathan's Rage, and like I said, he should be really strong, but it's gonna be hard to fight people if I have to. I just noticed we have 7,000 HP. That's actually gonna be really good. The number 1 move is a Thrashing Bite, which is a bite and then you just sling around a little bit and you bite again. Okay, wait a minute. This character might be absolutely insane. What about the Deadly Slam? I think you catch him and then slam him, or you just slam, I'm not really sure. The number 3 move, the Tail Whip. That's gonna do some damage because of all these spikes on the tail. That should come in handy. You've got the 4 move, which is the last move. That's called the Earthquake. So let's see what that is. You hit the ground, I don't know how many times. That was twice. And you know, you do a little earthquake. Also, I haven't been checking out the space moves with any of them. This one is called a Harden, and I think it makes me stronger. Maybe makes me take a little less damage or something. I don't really know, but it does make me look very cool. I can say that. So now we've got, oh, you can grab them too. Okay, yo, that's absolutely sick. This character I'm already in love with. I don't even care if we lose a fight. I can tell you that I love this character already. Deadly Slam here. You pick him up once again and do the slam. And now that I'm getting jumped, I'm just gonna throw out some earthquakes and see if we can do a little bit of damage here. I'm probably gonna die, not gonna lie to you. This is what happens when you get jumped by 2 Godzilla X's, but at least we can hit the Deadly Slam before we go out. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we can hit another move. Nope, I'm just getting jumped. Hey, we 100% would have had him though if we weren't getting jumped. The Leviathan? That's a pretty cool character. I'd put him at the top of the list for right now. It's time to hop to the next kaiju anyways. We got Krampus, which is a Christmas special. So let's see what this bad boy has in store for us. I can say one thing. This might be the coolest looking kaiju in this entire game. Already, by the way, I'm getting cheesed by some people that are fiending for some kills. But we can at least test the moves. We got the left click here, the Ice Cold combo, which is a left, a right, and then I think like the horns or something did something too. I don't really know. The Freezing Barrage, which is another left, right, left. The number 2 move, the Ice Smash, which also gets you away from some people, which I'll need because I've got 2 Godzilla X's chasing me. We've got the Wall of Ice, which maybe brings up, okay, well, it's not really a wall of ice, more so spikes, but that could be cool. And then you've got the Smite move for the number 4. I don't know what that means. It's a literal lightning strike. Okay, that was sick. Let's check out the roars though. I mean, it is definitely the coolest looking kaiju in the game. I love all like the, you know, the accents of the lightning going through the body and all that. But what does the roar look like? That's something that's going to be important for a character that looks like this. Not bad, and it did sound pretty dangerous. But what about the pose move as well? Let's see if that's any different than the roar. Okay, it is a little different, and I think it sounds the same though. Let's get to some battles now. Let's go ahead and get after it. We got the Ice Smash, and this time, I'm just going to go ahead and jump these 2 Godzillas. One of them just took a seat. And the other one, you might as well take a seat, big fella. We ain't playing no more games with anybody today. We are just using, he said, wait, chill. Nah, I ain't chilling. Oh, you trying to run away? Look, I got some ice for you, big fella. There is literally nowhere you can go right now. Let's go ahead and get you taking a seat with the right hand. My boy Krampus absolutely just obliterated. Okay, Krampus, I see you. And we weren't even using the whatchamacallit, you know, the shift lock. So, okay, already, I'm getting hit again by a Godzilla X. I don't know what it is with all these Godzilla X's, but they really want to fight Krampus today. And not just Krampus, I just got hit by 2 atomic pulses, bro. That's actually insane. I have 4 Godzilla X's on me right now. This game, we did destroy one of them. But this game, bro, I do like it, but the teaming is absolutely insane. You cannot fight 1v1. It's just impossible. And look at, bro, look at all the Godzilla X's over here. This is absolutely out of hand. You know what? It's time to move on to the most OP Kaijus in this game. I don't know about this profile picture. It's a dog with a question mark. And to buy this thing, bro, you would need 1 million of the in-game currency. I don't know what it's called, but it's absolutely insane. 1 million? You can see right here, I don't know how much I have, but that's a big number. The Aurum, that in-game currency, you need 1 million of them. Let's go ahead and use Mr. Ham. As you can see, nobody else has this kaiju in the game right now. And what am I looking at, dude? Hold on, let me free cam a little bit. This thing is absolutely hideous. Let's do a little reviewing here. He's got a tiny tail in the back. He does have some muscular legs, and the legs pretty much take up his entire body. He's got a nice little fish face, ginormous lips and ginormous eyes. And wait a minute, off the rip, I gotta hit a roar. What does the roar look like? I mean, he's got some nice teeth. He does need to brush, but overall, is he screaming? Okay, that's kind of terrifying, actually. We're gonna hit the pose here in a minute, but for right now, it's time to do some battles. Wait, first, I gotta check out the move. We got the number 1, which is the big bombus. It's a big jump, and I don't know how much damage it does, but we only have 2,500 HP. That's gonna be the downside of this kaiju. What about the left click here? It says crippled, no, oh, we don't have a 1 mouse button, never mind. All right, so we got a number 2 move then, which is the Wada-Day, which is, you know, some stomps. I don't know if this kaiju is gonna be strong, but it definitely is interesting looking. We got the number 3 move, which is the, what am I doing? Is that a dance move? I ain't got a clue what that just was. And then we got the number 4 move, which is the blurge, or whatever that's supposed to mean. And that is did I just throw up on the ground? Okay, hey, I'm sorry, Godzilla X, don't walk in that spot. Okay, hold on, we can do the pose move now, which looks something like that. Kinda looks like the roar, but he does some other things too. Really, Godzilla X, bro? I was just trying to test the moves, man. All right, let's see how much damage we can do with him before we end up dying inevitably here. I don't know if this kaiju is very strong, but he's, like I said, he's very interesting looking, and you're gonna stand out with all the rest of them. But don't use them if you wanna, I just exploded too. Don't lose them if you wanna win fights. Actually, you know what? We are gonna at least win 1 fight with this kaiju before I go to the most overpowered kaiju in this game that literally costs 2.5 million in-game currency. So let's go ahead and see. I'm jumping right back on my boy Godzilla X over here, and we're gonna try to battle him again. We're gonna do the stomps. See, the only problem, 1 move from Godzilla X does literally half of his HP. So there's not much that this kaiju can do. I don't think I'm gonna try to get a body with this guy, actually. He's fun to use, being, you know, goofy and whatnot. But if you're trying to fight people, nah, this is not the kaiju to use. So let's go ahead and take out the most overpowered kaiju in the game, Mr. Soron. It says the origins of this thing are unknown, but we woke it up and it's not happy. So let's go ahead and use the most overpowered, overpriced kaiju in the game. It's very slow. I thought it was gonna be a lot faster than what it is, but it does have 7,500 HP, which is absolutely insane. And you know what? I'm not gonna test out the moves. I'm gonna test them out on this guy right here, who's already coming after me trying to fight. So let's see. We've got the left mouse click, which is a bunch of smacks. Then you've got the number 2, which is the gigantic terror. Number 1, which is the earth-splitting slam, which is, you know, you pick up the arms and slam, do 700 damage. Massive rampage, which is you run at them and do 100 damage a pop. You got the earth-shattering scream right here, which is almost like an atomic breath move-ish, something like that. And then you kind of just mix them all together and try to hit as many combos as you possibly can. Like I said, though, this kaiju is massively slow, so if you're trying to chase somebody with this guy, I just suggest you don't, to be honest. It is very slow. But in a fight, because of how much damage this kaiju does and how much health it does, you can literally erase people from the map. Like this guy who's been defeating me all day, he just got absolutely obliterated. Take a seat. Oh, and of course, we've got more people jumping in. Bro, I've got 1,000,000 Godzilla X's over here trying to fight this one kaiju that nobody even knows of. Mr. Soron, they woke him up from a deep sleep, and he ain't happy, but he is about to die. All right, I'll be back. I've been trying to get away from people so I can, like, see this whole character by itself. Okay, finally. All the Godzilla X's are over there. So let's go ahead and test out the moves alone. You've got the number 1, which is the earth-splitting slam, which is, you know, it's a giant slam. The number 2, the gigantic terror, which is a few slams. And I think they do about, I think it was like 100 or so damage a pop. Then you've got the 3, which is the massive rampage. And actually, that move is kind of fast. So if you're trying to get away from somebody, that's your best bet with this character. Then you've got the earth-shattering scream. And I'm sure that, you know, once you increase this kaiju's strength and all that when you level up, this is going to be the most overpowered kaiju in the game. He starts off with 7,500 HP, just like Destroya did in KU. I don't know if it was 7,500, but it was something up there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait a minute. We didn't check out the roar or the pose. So the roar with this kaiju looks something like that. I mean, he doesn't do much but, you know, scream into the air. And, yeah, doesn't look that dangerous, actually. And then you've got the pose, which is the T move, and he does a little something like that. You know, he gets a little more, you know, animated with the roar. Of course, here we go again. Shout out to my boy Godzilla X. Bro, you cannot review a kaiju on this game without getting hit. You know what? It's all good. Don't run now, man. Hold up. Nah. I'm gonna go ahead and get up on this. Okay, never mind. I hit the wrong move, and now I'm just slamming the crowd. I was trying to hit this right here. Yeah, you thought you could get away, but we got this massive rampage coming after you, and now we're just going to do a bunch of damage. See, that's his best move right there, that little atomic pulse. So what we need to do now is... All right, bro. We're just going to get jumped. I mean, there is no way you can have a 1v1 fight in this game. But I will say I do really like this game. I like what they're building. I like what they have to offer here. But as far as having those 1v1 battles, bro, look, we did take out that Godzilla X once again, but it is so tough to just have a 1v1. They just come out of nowhere and start absolutely obliterating you, especially when you're a kaiju like this, which not a lot of people have seen. You know, it's kind of rare. And look, all the Godzillas are coming out here now. So I'm going to die first, but I would have gotten jumped anyways. And there we go. We're dead once again. Another cool thing about this, by the way, if you didn't know, they have skins too. Well, that guy doesn't have a skin, but like the other people, like the Leviathan, he's got a bunch of these skins, like Mr. Leviathan old. All of them are locked for me, but you know, if you work hard, I don't even know how to get them, to be honest. But yeah, you can get new skins in the game too. All right, we're back at it with Mr. Hem over here. I've made it my mission before we end this video. We have to get at least one body with Mr. Hem. Let's go ahead and... This guy's a level 61 or 64, so this is definitely not the person I should be fighting to try to get a body here. He said hi. I'm so sorry, brother, but I am going to have to try to fight you. I know I'm going to get obliterated, but like, look, Hem has got to step up his game and fight some people that we know we're going to lose to. But at least maybe, you know, it gets him a little confidence boost to fight somebody. All right, we're dead first off. All right, listen, we knew that was gonna happen. We can't fight somebody that has a lot of health, like this big guy right here. That thing has a ton of HP, and we can't fight somebody like that that's level 61. So who should we fight? Maybe a Godzilla X? Let's see what happens. He's at level 20. So is it the worst case scenario for me? No. Is it the best? Definitely not when there's this many kaijus around. But I'm still gonna swing. Let's see if we can get one body with this kaiju. Hey, we're actually doing pretty good right now. Hold up. Come on, as long as I'm not getting hit by this other guy, we should be able to get us a body. Oh, great. I got hit by the other guy and then an atomic breath. I'm calling it now. Unless it's a 1v1 or you have this kaiju leveled up a lot and you have the damage and health increased, I don't know if there's a way to get a body with this man. All right, you, Godzilla X, look at this little 1v1 we got going on. We're sizing each other up. I'm gonna go ahead and do a jump to start things off. And let's see if I can just push all together. Let's see. Come on. Just get me a body with Mr. Hem. We can do the double kicks. I feel like Godzilla X just has a little too much HP for Mr. Hem to do anything with. So yeah, we're not going to be fighting him either. Is there anyone in this game that Hem could fight to actually get a body? It's starting to look grim for us, guys. I don't think Hem is getting him a body. All right, I'm going to try one more time here. Do I think it's going to happen? Definitely not. No. But we're going to at least try one last time while I'm getting jumped. Like, guys, y'all don't have to jump me. I got 2,500 HP. All right, Hem is officially garbage, but he is the goofiest and funniest looking character I have ever seen, especially as a kaiju. I mean, I don't know if I'd call this a kaiju, but I think he's my favorite looking in the entire game. Let me know what you guys think of Mr. Hem in the comments, and let me know what you guys would rank the characters we've used today. Who was best and who was worst? Well, I would say Hem would be worst. That's the end of this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow. I love y'all. Goodbye.